Happy Friday, everybody. Um, I like Fridays now. The crossword, one of the hardest of the week, along with the Saturday. But I've come to enjoy the themelessness of the Fridays and the Saturdays. And one adjective I've learned to appreciate about the themeless crosswords is whether or not they're crunchy or smooth. Sort of just how spicy the long words can be. I also like looking at symmetry of the grid, how few words can actually be in there. So they usually have fewer longer words, so it makes it harder. And of course, the cluing is harder as well. We're currently on a 4 day streak, pretty standard. And you can see here my longest streak is 8. So normally I get fucked on Fridays and Saturdays that break my streak because I don't like cheating. I like to basically solve these straight from my head and see how far I can get. And if I don't get them and I have to check, then that's great. But then I let that break my streak. So for me, it's not a completion streak. It's more of a perfection streak. With that being said, let's jump into the mini for a warm up. Then we'll do the crossword, the Wordle, and the spelling bee. So let's get into it. Shrink the screen down here so you don't have to see any ads. Did not do a good job of that. There we go. Something like this. All right. Get rid of my bookmarks. Shrink that a little more. Let's go. Bun also rises. Kind of oil served bread, olive, throw in the towel. Fine dishware for dinner party. China. Very quick, not sure. Bungles botch. Aloha State. Kiwis. That's an event and a relay. Very quick as hasty. Okay. Owner of a shop that the called the Bun Baker. Yeah, okay. Didn't get that one. Got olive. Love Italian food. Eat this a lot. Throw in the towel and find China. So we got three of the middle crosses that kind of just make the downs that much easier. So botch, aloha, kiwis, event, and relay. Kind of clever cluing on 4 and 5 down to repeat itself. But again, with most of the words in there, it kind of solved itself. It's 22 seconds. Let's check the leaderboard. I decided to follow a YouTube streamer for crosswords. Let's see if we actually beat this guy. No, I did it in 17. Good gravy. All right. So I guess this is a guy who also streams crosswords on YouTube. Maybe worth watching. Not a whole lot of us out there, but it's cool to see how other people are doing. Maybe he'll notice me too. Who knows? But he hasn't added me. So I guess he won't. But maybe I should add the leaderboard link to the YouTube description. All right. Friday. Let's go. Introductory course. Exchange letters. DOW. We had this clue earlier this week. Could also mean something else, I guess. Venue for the sale of town. Who knows? American centric bullshit. You got to get it later. What you might get after being taken for a ride. Not sure. Hint. Clue. Yomungadur in Norse mythology. Not sure. Call option? Consonants work with clue. Leave it there. Maybe I'm too business minded. Narrow passage. Alley, maybe. Affixes in a way. Probably an S, the end. Unprincipled. Mid-range performer. This is your voice when you're singing. I think it's alto. Shattering results. Cracks. Glass. So-so at best. Not sure. Buff marsh resident. What's buff? in a marsh. Are there any animals that are that big? Budget alternative. This is the rental company, so I think it's Alamo. Saucer contents in brief. This is a flying saucer, so it's ETs for extraterrestrials. Industrial Revolution and others. I'm gonna say an era. First Pixar film with a female protagonist. So it's not Frozen. Moana? Was Frozen Disney, maybe? Again, consonants kind of work. AO is kind of a bit weird. Fulminate, not sure. Probably should know, but I don't. Cubbyhole is a den, like a bear's den. Playwright, screenwriter, no idea. First capital of Alaska, no idea. One method of payment. Cashier's check might fit, but can leave that off for now. Pickle, Melissa Joan Hart. Sauce made out of seeds. Not sure. This is Sega. Second Sega clue of this week. Blubber is fat. 2011 hit by Jay-Z and Kanye West. They had a joint album together, but which one is four letters? Probably get it once I get one of the downs. Very bit of a subway station wall, a tile. That'll do. Not sure. Split things sometimes. I don't know. Probably ends in an S. I want to say bills, hairs, some printer purchases for short. Not sure. Ping maker. I want to say sonar, like a sub. Work. Out. Ride crooked support for. I think this is a bet, maybe, if you're betting a crime, which is crooked. Shakespearean counterpart to Logan on Succession. I don't read, I don't watch TV, so that's tough. Ready to fight? Not sure. Bead. Take your time. I think it's no rush at all. That fits. But would kill everything I did there, so we'll leave it. Worst possible circumstances with the horizontal line in Chinese writing. Who knows? More. Not sure. Position of governance. Not sure. Shows the lay of the land. Maybe that's Atlas. Double C is a bit weird. So we'll go with Atlas. Big whoop might be a Yelp. See the crosses. Venue for the sale of that. Not sure. Hint. Unprincipled. Shattering results. Could be cracks still. Borg, who founded the Institute. Not sure. I think I know it though. It's on the tip of my tongue. Kenneth, who wrote The Wind in the Willows. No idea. Speedy Shark. Father of Phobos and Deimos is Aries. I think Phobos is also one of the moons of Mars now, and Aries is, of course, the Greek counterpart to Mars. Don't remember which one's Roman, which one's Greek. Features some monks and punks. Shaved heads. It's not Moana. What is this Pixar film? Sure. It's a must. It's a need. Fantasy features an ogre. This is probably Egret. Not sure why it's buff. So-so at best. Not relative minor. Grandchild. No great something maybe. Bead is a droplet. Borg. Borg. Keep going. Way of looking at things. Angle? Bar. Louver. Should maybe know that. It's a window part. Maybe it's sill. Alarm sound option on a smartphone. No sound. Vibrate. Hoot. Milling byproduct. Maybe it's slag. It's more of a casting byproduct. Unfortunate twists. Blooms for Van Gogh. Is that posies? It's for sure that, right? I'm not sure. Quarterback. Eagle. American quarter. Smooth kind of finish. Schlep. Could be tote. Still don't really know what that is. Split thing, sometimes it's ends. Smooth kind of finish is satin. It's probably not that. It's probably Otis. Is that a song? Pickle. Saucepan of seeds. Tahini. Point on a bus route is a stop. Floor. No idea. Maybe Anna. Big name in paint. No idea. How gorgeous. Who knows? Okay, that's HPs. Maybe it's ooh. That'll do. Good enough. Very totally total unfortunate twists. Two. Too hot, too cold, too soft. Floor is stunned. What's blubber then? Sob, like crying, not fat. Olga. This is total. Four, bear, berry, little. Berry is not a little. Sure. It sends an ing. That's probably good. Alarm sound option on a smartphone. Is that beeping? Is this brave? One method of payment. Let's try the crosses again. The other way to try and tackle these problems is to chip away at corners where you actually have a bunch of answers, but we'll do the crosses one more time. Introductory course. This is Uber rating. I thought there was something about being scammed. Hint. A moat? No. Note. Hint and note? Must be, because more is encore. eBay. For seats, for positions of governance. What the fuck is a Jormungandr? Who knows? Narrow passage is a straight affixes in a way. In a way. Pins? It's not a rush. Unprincipled. Amoral. So this is a yell. Shards. No great something. I probably should know this as well. Shakes. Mako. Yep. Kenneth. Who knows? A slant. Douglas Carter. Can't do the names. Does seem wrong though, right? Diners. Like, what is this? Could still work. Not sure what it is though. Pickle. Feels like it's not beeping. First cap of Alaska. Still don't know that one. Work out. Suss out. Introductory course. Salad. It's eating. I was thinking school. I guess this is Lear because it has to be. Sea monster. Ready to fight his arm. Okay, that's more like a verb as opposed to a state. Gram. Kenneth Graham with an E. Okay. The pits. IPO. Horizontal line and one. Yeah, one is one horizontal line. Two is two, three is three, and then you get symbols. Something bar. Louver. Alarm sound. Hoot. A riot? Oh, direct deposit. It's not a rush then. Pickle. Irises. Does pickle mean like preserve or like you're in a pickle, like a jam? Milling byproduct. Is it beeping? Can't be right. Pickle might be a scrape. It's not a race. Take your time. Okay. Milling byproduct. Oat bran, maybe? Douglas Carter bean. Can't think of anything else for now. Highlight that as maybe something wrong. Unfortunate twist is a sprain. First capital of Alaska. The fuck is this? Twix bar? No. Fulminate. Does that mean it results in something? Louver. Slat. Rail. Tiki bar. Okay, got it all. 16 minutes. Pretty good. Um, okay, I haven't done a good job reading, so well, I should do a good job reading it this time. Quarterback, Willa Angel Chen Miller made her debut in November in a collab, a solo debut. I want to eventually one day submit as well and build or construct, as they say. See? Oh my God, I called it. Displayed a talent for finding crunchy words and phrases to fill her grids. A crunchy entry is one that's not straightforward, and its clue requires a bit of chewing to decipher. I guess that's crunchiness. It felt like an average Friday, though. Didn't have super long words, and the fill wasn't like mind-boggling. But yeah, I think it was decent. If I had to guess, it was an average Friday, though, and we'll check right after this. She's choosy about what goes into her puzzles. I mean, it's a sample size of two because it spares them from ho-hum entries. Which 13-letter entry would you have more fun writing to your puzzle? An obscure 12th century religious leader or Miss Miller's 25 across, which was what? No great shakes. Right. Okay. I don't even love that. Who actually says that still, though? So at best. Does anyone say it was no great shakes? I try to solve puzzles on their own without comparing them with one another, but I smiled when I saw her byline. That's one sign she's made an impression, and I'm looking forward to seeing more from her. Tricky clues, exchange letters with a pen pal. Yes, I thought that, but no, I thought stock market too. IPO, very common. I've seen this way too much lately. One reason why she loves crosswords, I guess it's a piece of trivia. Okay. My first thought when I went to clue mid-range performer, employee, no, alto, got there immediately. Saucers, ETs, we got that right away as well. Chinese written, this was interesting. I mean, I can write Chinese numbers and didn't think of that as first. I'm like, is there a name for just the line? But I guess it does mean one. Relative minor, musical term, but also a relative who is a minor. That's grandchild. And the favorite clue, quarterback, which is the back of the coin. But again, if you're not American, you sometimes have to guess at that. Constructor notes. Excited to share this puzzle. Here are a few clues that are most fun. Succession is one of my favorite shows. Yeah, you have to know it. I don't know King Lear or Succession, but solved it with the crosses. I think this was cool as well. Nice way to clue the word one, I think. Anita Borg. Again, not sure who that was, but I think I'll probably remember that from now on. And the first Pixar film, Brave, 2012. Okay. Disney Princess and Den. Nailed that one on the first try too. Yeah, I don't know. Clever, decent Friday. Wouldn't say it was super mind-boggling. Maybe we'll fire up X word stats and see uh where we fit in on this puzzle. 1557. What did we get it in? 1612. Yeah, right on average. A little slower than average. I attribute this to talking, but yeah, most people were right on their average. So pretty average week though. Wouldn't say anything really stood out to me this week. Okay, let's go six. Do the Wordle. Need a good 5-letter starting word. It's a good 5-letter starting word based on what we just saw today. Still an Edna, but that's boring. Guess I could have left the crossword up. Oh well. I am thinking about my audio because of the new podcast mic. So let's do audio. And we magically also hit 4 of the vowels. You get one. You have an E. So we need an O and an E. There's so many. I'm thinking tenor. because we just had alto. All right. Everything's in the wrong place. I think it's going to be R-O, some letter R-O, something E, like Grove. There we go. So it's not Grove. Just kind of look at what's left on the keyboard and start choosing stuff. So at the front could be like an F or a B or a P. Maybe it's probe. It's not probe. Maybe it's prose. And now you're just kind of guessing. There we go. Pretty decent. Yeah. What's my trick for Wordles? Just got to look at for common consonant pairs, common ways that one and two syllable five-letter words are made, um, and try and take care of a lot of the outside letters as much as you can. And keep in mind the constructors of Wordle also want to kind of use interesting words as well. But of course, there's a finite number of five-letter words. I'm not even sure how many more they can do. All right, spelling bee. We'll just find the pangram. If anyone wants me to actually finish this, um, I guess I could, but it's boring to me. All right. First thing I see here is incel, um, tele, fine, finelet, inlet, telesign. Is that a thing? Incline, fillet. Let me just start blasting with these to get the old mind going here. So I need incline with an F and a T in there. Linen. Sometimes I don't see it right away. Um, yeah. I think it's going to end in CENT, like Phillicent, innocent, infill, scent, centophile. Is that a thing? Intellect. I might have to bang this one out. Int, inlet. Um, um, Moist. We do linen. Yep. Sign is not a word. Title. Elect. Intel. Intent. Entice. Hmm. Entitle. I'm trying to think of words that have all those letters. Yeah, it's one of those things. Once you see it, but until you do, you kind of don't. That might seem obvious. Lift. Lift. Sounds like an oil field pumping company. Yeah. Lift. Incent. Not a word. Inflict. Inflict. Just need the E in there. Inflect. There we go. All right, that took a while. Great. Hope you enjoyed that. We're on a 5-day streak. Pretty much hit a little better than Friday average. I don't know what happened on June 2nd, but I clearly had an amazing day that day where I just flew through the Friday. Sweet. Well, if we get it tomorrow, we should be able to double up our streak. Thank you for watching and have a good day.